Hey, it's Squidly. This video is going to stink. This video is going to be a little bit of a different take on taking a woods poop. Dropping a deuce, taking the Browns to the Super Bowl, a turtle head popping out, pushing cotton. You know, it's poking out and pushing against your underwear. Reading the morning news, constitutional, taking a number 2, a royal flush. Just a disclaimer, this video is probably going to offend some people, in particular the chronically constipated and the squatted truck community. If you find this to be particularly offensive, just air it out below. This is going to be a video describing how to rate your woods poop experience. This is going to be a crappy rating system. So this rating system is going to have 5 categories. And each one of those categories will be worth between 0 and 5 points. And you get to rate it yourself. So your peak poop experience is worth 25 points. Category number 1 is digging a hole. 5 points would be, did you find a sweet smelling privy? Then if that's the case, you can give yourself 5 points. If you had to dig a hole, but it wasn't urgent, maybe it was 4 if the digging was easy, if it was loose soil. But you don't want it to be too loose because somebody might have already been there. Category 2 is wildlife. If you are on your poop excursion and you see wildlife, then you can go ahead and start moving the points up based on what you see. So if you see something simple like a squirrel or a chipmunk, that would be maybe 1 or 2 points. But if you see a predator, like a mountain lion, a bear, Godzilla, a coyote, or a poison dart frog, then you're going to move up to about 5 points and possibly an open casket funeral. But if you see all 5 of those predators, go ahead and award yourself those 5 points because that'll be the last 5 points you're ever able to contemplate. Category 3, how much paper did you have to use? If you use 1 square of paper and it came out clean, award yourself 5 points. If you only had to take a couple of swipes with paper and it came out clean, you can award yourself 3 or 4 points for that. If you had to use all of your paper and the roll and some leaves and the poison ivy that was behind you, you can award yourself 0 points and an itchy bum. Category 4, gnats and mosquitoes. If there were mosquitoes and gnats present, but they were more interested in what you were dropping than in you, you can award yourself 3 points. If it's cold or a windy day and there are no mosquitoes or gnats around to bug you, 5 points. If there are mosquitoes and gnats present, but they're not interested in what you're dropping, they're all in your face and on your backside and you look like the back end of a horse, 0 points. If you have a magnificent view of a mountain range or lakes, then you can give yourself 5 points. On the other hand, if all you were able to find is a hidden place behind a boulder or behind some trees, it's just kind of out in the woods, then you can give yourself 3 points. If you get finished and your view is of the sky because you fell backwards, you can give yourself 0 points because that's a disaster. So to conclude, let's consider that whole range, 0 to 25 points. If you got 25 points, you had a magnificent poop experience. Of course, if you got 25 points, you also saw all those predators, and you're probably not alive. We'll exclude the coyote. If you got 24 points, you had a magnificent poop experience. If you got 12 or 13 points, that is a pretty average backwoods poop experience. If you got 0 to 5 points, then you probably need to start packing porcelain as a part of your base weight. Just be careful you don't turn into this guy. Remember, if you have any additional thoughts on this, or if you're terribly offended by it, make sure you air it out below.
Open casket?
Ah!